There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see. Oh my god, Quark killed them. It was him.
I don't think he could reach Alice's chest to stab it.
She was taking a nap. Oh yeah.
She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. Well, yeah, if she wasn't silent, that would be concerning. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it.
Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
Gasp.
Yeah. For some reason, there's no blood on this part. I wonder why.
I wonder.
I wonder what she might have had on her wrist.
Ooh, no.
Sigma,
A watch.
Sigma.
It's fine. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out.
Will he?
No.
Good Lord.
Sigma, I know you're smarter than this.
A watch, huh? I don't know. Just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
That is correct.
Ah, Christ. Jewelry.
Like a bangle, perhaps?
You mean like a bracelet or some?
There you go.
Of course.
And the penny drops.
Why didn't I see it sooner?
Yeah, why didn't you see it sooner?
Because he sucks. This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width. She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant, just like us. Hey? Is something wrong?
いえ。ところで犯人は奪ったバングルをどこに隠したのでしょう。この施設の中は抜け道を探すときにみんなで探索しています。しかし私はそれを見かけてはいませんし、他の方々からも見つけたという報告はありませんでした。
Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They've probably still got it.
その可能性が高いでしょうね。
No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
だとしたら、犯人は老婆のバングルを所持した上で、正式な組み合わせとしても認証されたということになるでしょうね。
What are you saying? I
犯人
wonder.
は奪ったバングルを手首にはめていた。そしておそらく今でもそれをはめ続けている。そういうことではないかと。
We need to get some luminol out here. So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
And we know where there's a big stash of luminol, but somehow I don't think it's going to be used.
Mm-hmm. And you're telling me they're probably wearing it.
そうです。心臓が止まれば バングルは外れるようになっている。確かゼロウサギはそのようなことを言っていたかと思います。ですから犯人は老婆を殺害後、自動的に外れたそのバングルを拾い上げ、自らの手首に。
Why?
ノナリーゲームに参加するためではないでしょうか。
What?
もともと犯人はこのゲームの参加者として予定されていた人物ではなかったのかもしれません。しかしその人物は何らかの理由からどうしてもゲームに参加しなければならなかった。そこでプレイヤーのうちの一人である老婆を殺害し、彼女に成り代わることにしたのかも。
Why would someone do that?
それはわかりません。なぜ犯人はゲームに参加する必要があったのか。そうすることによってその人物は何をしようとしているのか、現段階では何とも。
That's interesting.
どうかしましたか？
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
ですね。
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
シグマさん、そんなことを言うまでもないではありませんか。犯人はもちろん拭き取ったのですよ、バングルについた血を。
So you're saying they cleaned it?
ええ。
Hmm.
何か気になる。
Is he actually gonna bring up the luminol?
No way! He's actually making a smart decision!
Go Sigma! Hey, I know how we can identify the killer. We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it, there should be some traces of blood left.
なるほど。確かにその手がありましたね。では早速ですが、皆さんに娯楽室に集まっていただくことにしましょう。ルミノール試薬があったのはあの部屋ですから。
Yeah. First, we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
わかりました。そうしましょう。
No way Sigma's actually using his brain.
It's like the screensaver that finally pinged into a corner.
Hit the corner so he's experiencing a thought.
Mm-hmm.
More doors.
Yeah, baby. There's 3 doors here too.
青の扉の先と同じですね。
But... Huh. It looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
確かに正面の扉と右側の扉がオープンになっていますね。構造が違うのでしょうか。
Hmm. Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first.
Every time we're hit with another traveling screen, I just feel like I'm gonna fall asleep.
Real.
Huh. What's this room?
作業台のようなものがありますが。
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out the far end, alright?
わかりました。
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay! How's it going over there? Kay!
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench.
What the hell?
I walked toward him as I spoke.
Hey man, what's going on here?
いえ、ちょっと。
I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe.
It's empty.
そうですね。
Was there something in there before?
いえ、最初から空っぽでしたよ。
Was it?
はい。
Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
ちょっと考え事を。一体誰がこの金庫を開いたのだろうと、そう思いまして。
Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
And Clover said that Dio got the injection gun from the safe.
その可能性は低いでしょう。ディオさんは再会した時に治療室に入ったと言っていましたからね。一方ここは表のプレートによるとゴーレムルームという部屋のようですし。
What the fuck is a golem?
So you're saying they didn't go here?
だと思います。ですから疑問に思ったんです。この金庫を開いたのは果たして誰なのかと。
Well, there's no point thinking about it. We should get back.
もう一枚のオープンの方を調べてみるのですね。
Yup. Let's get moving then. Let's get schmovin'.
This is the opposite of schmovement.
This is slug movement. Slugment.
It's so slow and clunky.
One might even say snail movement. That's a joke for later. Viewers, you'll understand when you're older. So this is the treatment center, huh?
ディオさんたちが訪れたのはこちらの部屋ということになりますね。
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
さあ、なぜでしょう。
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything.
Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden or small holes he might have escaped through.
Parrot?
Like he's a rodent.
Yeah. Huh? What are these?
ディオさんがおっしゃっていた治療用ポットというやつではないでしょうか。
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Cryopods?
No. Yeah, might as well. How about it? Just imagine if Kay just like smashed it open. Oh!
これは
A ghost! Quark! No. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... Oh god.
いえ、待ってください、シグマさん。落ち着いて。彼の胸、わずかに上下しているようです。
What?
I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there.
He's alive. He's alive!
よかった。本当に無事で何よりでした。
Yay!
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. Sigma, I think out of everybody here, you're the person who could most manage to give Kay a bear hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle.
But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? He gnawed it off like a rodent. Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
No. He said it would come off when the heart rate
If
reached
your
0.
heart-
ゼロボスが外したので
What? Why?
はわかりませんが。
Then maybe Zero Sr. brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too? Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
これは治療用のポットです。もしかしたらクオーク君は何かの病気にかかっているのかも。
He's sick? What has he got? Why would Kay know?
そこまでは。とにかくクオーク君のことをみんなに報告しに行きましょう。特に天明寺さんには真っ先に知らせてあげないと。
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
いえ、それはやめておいた方が賢明かと思います。先ほども申し上げましたように、クオーク君は今何らかの病を患っている可能性があります。もしもそうだとしたら、ポットの外に出すのは危険です。彼は今治療中なのですから。
Oh.
さあ、ポットのカバーを閉じますよ。いいですね。
Yeah. Sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
と言いますと。
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
大丈夫ですよ。内側にカバーを開閉するためのレバーが取り付けられていました。ですから、外からロックをかけない限りは。
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
そうなりますね。しかし、ほら、ロックはかけていませんから、ご安心を。さあ、とにかく B 階の倉庫へ向かいましょう。他の皆さんはもう到着しているかもしれません。
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. And here we go again!
Haha.
Whee! When do we get to the ride? This is the ride!
This
一人で先に来て休んでたくせによく言うよな。
This is it?
ああ、四つ葉と天明寺はまだ来ていない。
それでなんか見つかったか
Oh boy, did we.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Yeah, we sure did.
いろいろ何を見つけたんだ
I would wait until Tenmyoji gets back, but that's just me.
Yeah. I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
そうか、それはよかった。
たく心配させやがってあのクソガキめ
You weren't worried.
ですが、
完全に安心できるという状態でもなさそうだね。
どういうことだ？
クオーク君は何かの病気にかかっているかもしれないのです。それで治療用ポットの中に。
大丈夫なのか？
Yeah, he'll probably.
多分ってお前。
ま、いいじゃねえか。生きてただけめっけもんだろ。
それはどういう意味ですか、リオさん。
殺されてなかっただけ良かっただろ。そういう意味だよ。
相変わらず口の減らない人ですね。
どうもありがとさん。
それで見つけたというのはクオークのことだけか。さっきはいろいろと言っていたが。
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. If they get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2つ？
いや、治療室だけだが。
I see. Then what was the other one?
あの扉というのは。
Do you know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
誰が開いたのでしょう。
俺たちじゃないぜ。さっきも言った通り、俺たちが開いたのは治療室の扉だけだからな。
ということはゼロボスか？
I don't know.
ところでそのもう1枚の扉の方にもシグマと K は入ったのか？
Yeah.
中には何か？
Nothing, really.
何かを整備するための部屋のようでしたが。
たく、わけがわからねえな。そのもう1枚の扉を開いたやつは一体何がしたかったんだ？
Who knows?
それにしても天明寺さんと四葉さん遅いですね。探しに行きましょうか。
No, there's something I want to check first.
調べて。
起きたいこと？ここは
娯楽室だな。さっきクオークを捜索してた時に、私とディオの2人で訪れた場所だ。
だがどうしてこんなところに？
さっきは調べておきたいことがあると
Theo,
言ってた
I
が
want you to ride Zero Jr.
I have a lot of questions.
I said nothing and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, and then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
おいおい、なんだよ。怪談話でも追っ始めようってのか
Why, you scared of ghosts?
冗談だろ。
Then show me how brave you are.
That sounds wrong. Show me how brave you are.
Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please.
Oh boy, we lost Ike.
No, Ike's back.
Yeah, I was gone for like a minute. My dog somehow like was pawing at stuff on the floor, and somehow that made the printer that was up higher fall over, And it also had the power block that I have all my computer cords plugged into. That fell over and caused my computer and everything to restart.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just a Rube Goldberg machine over
I
there.
think you got ghost tricked, dude.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it.
バングルを
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
内側ってどういうことだよ。
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on. You really gonna make me explain this?
そんなことは分かってる。一体お前、何を企んで。
Just do it. It's not hard.
私もですか？
Okay, you're doing fine.
Yeah, there's no
You're
way
doing
that...
amazing, sweetie.
Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair.
Yeah, because Kay's is like built into his armor.
Yeah.
There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
これでいいか
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment.
As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
詰めて何しやがんだてめえ。
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout.
Don't see anything glowing. Phi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
Dio.
残るは
Dio?
リオさんだけですね。
待て反応って一体
I'll explain in a minute.
First, Dio.
Dio,
Dio, put it down.
just show me your bracelet.
It's like you're talking to an animal, you're trying to trim their nails.
Yeah.
Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
なんでそんなことをしなきゃならない。
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
そんなもん証明する必要なんてない。反応だかなんだか知らねえが、そんなもんを見るまでもなく俺は。
You're just digging yourself a deeper hole, dude.
For real.
Then just show me your arm.
嫌だね。こんな茶碗に付き合ってられるかよ。
I'm not sure right supply right now. As he
Not
spoke,
really.
Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
そうはさせませんよ。リオさん。
Sorry, I'm just I didn't know K was HAL 900 1000.
I'm afraid I can't let you. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave.
He spun around toward the other exit.
Stop him.
わかりました。
なんだかよくわからんが了解だ
Get his ass, Phi.
All three of us leapt at Dio.
There it is. I knew it.
He's the mortal.
His bracelet's glowing. Then that means
話せ。
he's the imposter.
話せこの野郎。
Eject him!
Literally though.
Literally. Dio. You killed the old lady.
違う。誤解だ。これは何かの間違いだ。くそ。
なあどういうことなんだシグマ詳しく説明してくれ
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
つまり 血液の付着したバングルをはめている人物こそが老婆を殺した犯人だと。
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right.
You sure were.
We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well?
ああ、そうだよ。認めてやるよ。俺があのババアを殺してバングルを奪ったんだ。
Why?
まさかお前がゼロボスなのか。
違う。ある目的のために
He's too stupid to be
そう
zero.
しろと命令
Yeah.
されたんだ。
Under orders.
To do what?
命令したのは誰なんです？
そいつは死んでも言えねえな。
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
おい、勘違いすんなよ。俺はババアを殺した件については認めるが、他は知らねえ。アリスとルナをやったのは別の誰かだ。
That wasn't you?
シグマさん、騙されてはいけませんよ。こんな奴の言うことを信用できるわけがない。
本当だって。信じてくれ。
仮に信じたとしても危険人物であることに変わりはない。少なくとも人を一人殺しているわけだからな。
その通りです。どこかに閉じ込めておくべきでしょう。野放しにすればまた誰かが死ぬことになるかもしれません。
But where would we put him?
鍵をかけられるようなところどこかになかったか。
でしたら治療用のポットはどうで
Lock
しょ
him in a pod.
う。外側からロックをかけてしまえば中からは開かないはずですから。
Freeze-dried Dio.
Freeze dried Dio.
Freeze dried Dio.
おい、待ってくれ。
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
おとなしくしてるって。
Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
なあ、頼むよ。おい。
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
ふざけんな。俺はそんなところには入らねえぞ。離せ。離す。くそ。離せって言ってんだろうが。くそ。やめろ。やめろ。やめてくれ。やめてくれ。うわー。
You alright, dude?
He's having a bit of a moment.
I see that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Clark.
四つ葉と天明寺を探すだけだな。
Yeah.
とりあえずこの階の倉庫に戻ってみませんか。もしかしたら2人はすでに集合場所であるあの倉庫に到着しているかもしれません。
Good point.
行ってみよう。
Woo, more transition animations.
Yup. Looks like they aren't back yet.
あるいは私たちを探しに行ってしまったのかも。
Oh man. Now we've got to go look for them.
白の扉が開くまであと何分だ？
50 minutes.
それだけあるならまだ焦る必要はないだろう。もう少しここで待ってみないか？行き違いになってもなんだし。
Yeah. When you've got people looking for each other, at least one person should just stay put.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kay and I nodded.
ところでシグマ、K、待っている間に一つ聞いておきたいことがあるんだが。
Oh yeah?
クオークのバングルの件についてだ。さっきポットの中のあいつを見たとき、左の手首にバングルははめられていなかった。あれはなぜだ？
How should I know?
I mean, I've got a pretty good guess.
見つけた時にはすでに外れていたのです。
ではそのありかもわからないと。
Pretty much.
そうか、そいつは弱ったな。クオークのバングルがなければゲームを続けられなくなってしまう。
What?
CD の第二扉を開くにはバングルは3つ必要だ。それが1つなくなってしまったら。
Oh no! We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door. Who would be pairing up with Clark?
クオーク君のバングルは赤のソロのはずですから、水色のペア版をはめた2名ということになるでしょう。
Who's the cyan pair?
四つ葉と天明寺だ。
まだお見えになっていない2人ですね。
クオークのバングルは消え、同じチームのペア2名も未だ姿を現さない。
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
2人がお前らよりも先にクオークを見つけていれば、その可能性はあるだろう。
Then why aren't they back yet?
白の扉の先に進んでしまったとか。
Hey, Quark had 9 points, didn't he?
Yes. What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
もしかしたら何者かが開いたのかも。
How?
方法はわかりません。しかし前例はあります。ほら、緑の扉の先に3枚の扉があったでしょう。あのうちの1枚は何者かによってオープンの状態にされていた。あれと同じことですよ。
What? But that's against the rules.
ええ、分かっています。ですが、扉を開いたのがゼロボスだったとしたら、ルールもへったくれもないのではありませんか。このゲームにおいてはゼロボスこそがゲームマスターのようなものですからね。
つまり四つ葉か天明寺のうちのいずれかがゼロボスだと。
可能性はあります。そう考えれば、2人が姿を現さない理由も説明できるかと。
2人はクオークのバングルを持って白の扉の先に進んだ。
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
そうなるでしょうね。
This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
わかった。それでは私がここにとどまろう。
では、私とシグマさんで2人の捜索を。
CD が解放される5分前には戻ってこいよ。あ、そうそう。ディオを連れてくるのを忘れないようにな。
Of course.
More transitional scene.
Woo!
God.
This is the pantry?
そのようですね。
Weird looking pantry.
Enrichment.
Well, looks like they're not here.
クオーク君捜索時の2人の担当箇所は赤の手紙を指す。
Nutrients.
すなわち
That's a pet food brand in Canada. It's literally nutrients.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
わかりました。
The doors, they never end.
Not here either, huh? And Muji loves Scott so much, I thought we might find him here drinking some.
It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes.
Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
いえ、飲みたいのは山々ですが、私にはこの仮面がありますので。
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
実は、徐々に。
Oh?
Really?
はい。
What did you remember?
父のことです。
When Dad, you remember that?
Sigma, I'm going to kill you.
Nowhere.
Please be a typo.
No,
Please
no,
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, because he's saying pop.
Yeah.
Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
There are things that I want to say that I can't say out loud right now.
ふざけないでください。私は真面目に言ってるんですよ。
Sorry. So, you remembered who your father was?
ええ、
What about your mom?
どうやらいないようです。私には母が。
Oh. So your dad raised you?
ええ、まあ。
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
私は父が働
Oh
く
my
研究
God.
施設の中で育てられました。その施設で働いているのは父一人だけだったので、 私
Fucking
は成長
holding
す
the
るまで
bunny by its
父
back
以外の
foot.
人間を見たことがありませんでした。
That's his sopping wet milk bunny that he bangs on things.
それを不審に思うことさえありませんでした。
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. God, got a deadbeat dad, huh? We develop body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember... God. I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned,
Funny.
coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shooed us out of his lab. God. Why are you like this? The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me.
Robot racism.
After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. God! I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. Get his ass. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before, it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, bright, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. What in the tight moon, mage? I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it the entire facility, but she saw right through me. My father was livid, and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, She was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. God damn, dude. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
すみません。すっかりと長話をしてしまいました。
It's okay.
記憶というのはないと不便ですが、戻れば戻ったで面倒なものですね。
So, you remember almost everything.
いえ、細かいところはまだ不明のままです。特にここ最近のことは何も。
Huh.
申し訳ありませんが、シグマさん、少し横になってもいいですか？
What's wrong?
具合が悪いのです。あまりにもいっぺんに昔のことを思い出したせいでしょうか。頭が割れるように痛んで。
Are you okay?
ええ。しばらく休めばすぐに良くなると思います。
Okay. Take as long as you need, except don't. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
すみません。よろしくお願いします。
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room.
Well... Guess I better get moving then.
I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
わかってる。ちょっと様子を見に来ただけだよ。待てど暮らせど、誰もやってくる気配がなかったから。その感じだと、まだ見つかってないみたいだな。四つ葉と天明寺。
Yeah.
K は
He's in the lounge.
別れることにしたのか？
Well, not quite.
Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
おい、どうしたんだ、K のやつ。
I gotta say, big day for emotionally unavailable fathers in my recordings today.
A little bit. I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
大丈夫なのか？
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
疲れか。シグマ、お前の方はどうなんだ？
What?
顔に疲労感がにじみ出てるぞ。3日3晩履き続けた靴下みたいになってる。
Damn, she said you look like shit, dude.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
No.
He's too stupid! Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them.
I mean, if Dio was Zero, he wouldn't have needed to kill someone to get into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the only one we can rule out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Well, she's dead. Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
おい、よせよ。私のことを疑ってるのか？
No, that's not it.
私はお前と同じように、わけもわからぬままに、この施設にさらわれてきただけだ。12月の25日に。
She trailed off.
December 25th. You heard that, right?
ああ、確かに聞こえた。通路の方からだ。
Let's go have a look.
Have a little look-see.
誰もいないな。
Maybe they got on the elevator?
ボタンを押してみよう。扉がすぐに開かなかったら、エレベーターは今、下の階にあることになる。
The upside down triangle button.
The inverted triangle button.
やっぱりだ。
Let's go. Which way? Where do you think they went?
とりあえず、緑の扉の方に行ってみよう。
Why?
この扉の先には治療室がある。そして、あの部屋のポットの中にはクオークとディオが。
So?
気になるだろう。二人が無事かどうか、確認しておきたいんだ。
They're fine. Tenmyoji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Clark or Dio.
言い切れるか。
Huh?
ディオは老婆の殺害については犯行を認めたが、アリスとルナをやったのは自分ではないと言っていた。もしも、その言葉が本当だとしたら。
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
とにかく、無事なら無事でそれでいいんだ。念のため、確かめておきたいだけなんだよ。
Alright, fine.
We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. There was Quark, sound asleep.
See?
ああ、確かに杞憂だったのかもしれんな。ディオの方はどうだ？
Let's open his.
Oh, and he's dead!
What the hell?
シグマ、脈を。
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway.
Yeah. He's dead.
見ろ。ポット内の酸素濃度が 0% になっている。
Then that means he asphyxiated. But why?
誰かがこの装置を操って酸素濃度を下げたんだろう。
Who?
とにかくこのことをケンに知らせに行こう。ほら、行くぞ。
Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed.
The bracelet!
Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay.
Hey, wake up! Something's happened.
When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
何かあったのですか?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he'd died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
そんな、なぜあの老婆とアリスさんとルナさん3人を殺害したのはディオさんのはずなのにその殺人犯であるはずの彼がどうして
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
あるいはクオークという可能性も。
What? No! That's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
It's not impossible.
あくまでも可能性の話だよ。考えられないこともないと言ったまでだ。
でしたらファイさん大変申し上げにくいのですがあなたにも可能性はあるのでは
私に？
そうです私とシグマさんが B 階の倉庫を出て行った後ならいつでも犯行は可能だったでしょう
おいおい、冗談はその見てくれだけにしてくれ。私はずっと B 階の倉庫で四つ葉と天明寺が来るのを待っていたんだ。だがいつまで経っても誰も来ないからしびれを切らして A 階へ。するとこのラウンジの前でばったりとシグマに出くわして。
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
なるほど物音ですかだとしたらやはり四つ葉さんと天明寺さんが犯人という可能性が濃厚でしょうか
K とシグマは2人を捜索している間ずっと行動を共にしてたのか。
ええそうです
片時も離れたことはなかった。
Nope. Well, I mean, technically we did. You know,
いずれに
when I ran into you, Phi.
今はじっくりと考えている時間はなさそうです
Oh, crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
やむをえん。B 階の倉庫に向かおう。もしかしたら四つ葉と天明寺は すでにあそこに行っているかもしれないし。
We keep saying that, and then they never are.
バングルは
His what?
バングル？
やはり回収してないんですね。ディオさんのバングルは緑のそろばん。一方、私とファイさんは紫のペア版ですから。
そうか。ふっかりしていた。ディオのバングルがないと、私とケイは白の第二扉を開けないんだな。
そういうことになります。
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
Yeah, about that.
何も3人で行くことはないでしょう。バングルは私が拾ってきますから、お二人は先に下の倉庫に向かってください。
わかった。
あ、そうそう。その前にこれをお渡ししておかなければ。
The yellow pair bracelets? Were these Alice and Luna's?
ええ、この2つのバングルがないと青のそろばんであるシグマさんは先に進めなくなってしまいます。ですからさあどうぞ受け取ってください。
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
よし。それじゃあ行こう。
What? No animation this time? Wow.
Thank fucking God.
Shit. They're not here.
するとケイが言ったように、やはり二人で白の扉の先へ。
With Clark's bracelet?
あるいは、
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You've got to be kidding me. This isn't funny, Phi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Clark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
私だって信じたいさ。二人は生きていると。だが、
We heard a noise and turned.
お待たせしました。
ディオのバングルは
それがもちろん回収はしてきたのですが、
But
まあ見ていただくのが一番早いでしょう。これがポットの中に転がっていたディオさんのバングルです。
Whoops.
uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh no.
おそらく
Oops.
ディオさんを殺害した犯人が壊したものと思われます。
But why? There's no point.
わかりません。しかし推測することなら、
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
バングルがこの状態では CD の認証をクリアすることはできないでしょう。
すると私とケイはこの白の扉の先へは進めないということになるな。
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
時間が来たら、あそこにある3枚の扉は自動的に閉鎖される。その時誰かがこの倉庫に残ってたら、その人にはペナルティが課せられることになっちゃうんだうさ。
なるほど。犯人の狙いはそれか。そいつはこのゲームのルールを利用して間接的に私とケイを殺そうと。そのためにディオのバングルを破壊したんだな。
ええ、そう考えるのが最も自然かと。
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
シグマ、お前は先に進め。 さっき K からもらったバングルがあるだろう。あれを持っていればお前だけは第二扉を開くことができる。だから
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
しかしこの場に留まっていればシグマさんまで。
You think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Arr! God damn it!
This was bad. That's an understatement. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had...
Whoop.
To be continued?
Yes. That means we have to do another route first.
Yep. We have hit a lock.
I see. I see.
Yep.
How far back do you want to go? Or shall we break for tonight?
It's probably a good idea to break here.
Yeah. This seems like a good place to call it.
Yep.
So.
EP time.
EP time.
So, we will see you all next time.